a little bit of an attitude goes a long way to taint the other brownies in the office as well.
Originating from deep inside the Rocky Mountains, transported through the power of the internet, and arriving inside your tiny earbuds. It's the Appraiser Coach Podcast, helping appraisers increase their efficiency, quality, and make more money. Here's the guy who makes it his life's mission to create value for real estate appraisers nationwide. Your host and the Appraiser Coach, Dustin Harris.
Question, do you like brownies? Of course you like brownies. Well, you might not like the kind of brownies that I'm about to talk about. No, they're not those kind of brownies. Hang tight. I want to pause and remind you that we're sponsored by a great company called A La Mode. A La Mode, of course, is the software that I use, well, regularly, every day, pretty much. I love it. alamode.com or 800 A La Mode. And of course, we are sponsored by the famous Working RE magazine. Working RE is where you should be going to stay up to date on what's going on in the appraisal world. That's the world that you live in, folks. Working RE magazine. Working RE is the very best, and you should check them out at workingre.com. All right, folks. I was in a recent mastermind group. I love mastermind groups, folks, because we come together from all over the country, and we all have our unique perspectives, our unique talents, our unique abilities, our unique experiences, and we bring them to the table for one reason. And one reason only, and that is to assist and help each other to be better business owners, to be more successful, to make more money, to have more time for ourselves. Everybody in that room loves everyone else in that room. Some people get intimidated. Well, I don't want to be in a room of super successful appraisers because I'm not. Folks, they were all where you are at one point. We all started somewhere, right? The great thing about that group is they're non-judgmental. They're there to help you to say, you know what? I've been there, done that. Let me help you to get to this level. All right. Went off a little bit in the reads. We were talking in this particular mastermind group. I think the topic on the table was management. Okay. And not just management of your appraisal world, but I'm talking like office managers. What is their role? What do they do? Right? What is the purpose of their job? Right? And office management is much bigger than just the day-to-day and just making sure that the pieces don't fall in. That absolutely is part of their job, but it's not the only job that they have, right? There's a bigger job there. So one of the things that we were talking about was attitudes. And I think I'll do another podcast just specifically on what it is that an office manager does, because they absolutely do more than just manage the day-to-day. But as far as this episode goes, let's get to the cut to the chase, if you will. We were talking specifically about an individual in their office who struggled with attitude. Okay. And I think the conversation went something like this. I really like this person. This person brings a lot to the table, very hard worker, always does what they're supposed to do. They do it on time, blah, 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 blah. All the good things you can say about an employee. Okay. But this individual brings a very snotty attitude, and it sometimes rubs off on everyone else. So we started talking about this a little bit, and an individual around the table said, "Do you like brownies?" just out of the blue, right? "Do you like brownies?" And everybody's like, where did that come from? By the way, this individual that said that is not an active appraiser, as a spouse of an appraiser. Okay. By the way, as a member of the mastermind, you do have a +1 seat every time you go to a mastermind. Bring your assistant, bring your spouse, bring your child, bring whoever you want to bring to that table. Okay, who can also benefit free of charge. We're not going to charge any more for that extra person there. Okay, and this individual often brings their spouse, and their spouse is active in conversations and discussions, and sometimes says some of the wisest things in the room. And that's the thing that in fact, this was a recurring thing. It was a 2-day mastermind. This happened on Monday, and the rest of Monday and Tuesday, quite often the phrase, "Do you like brownies?" came up. So, do you like brownies? Well, everybody's looking at this individual. It's like, where the hell are you going with this, right? And this individual says, let me say that, if I were to make you brownies, and I were to take all of the right ingredients, and I were to mix them up properly, and the oven is heated to the proper temperature, and cooked properly, and other blah, blah, on and on and on. Okay, would you want to eat those brownies? Well, I mean, the obvious answer is, of course I would, right? Of course I would. What do you think I'm stupid? Of course I love brownies. And then the individual said, what if I put just a little bit, just a tiny bit of dog poop in the brownie mixture? Just a little bit, little tiny bit, right? Would you still want to eat it? I mean, no. Of course I wouldn't want to eat it now, right? Well, it's just a little bit. Does it matter? Does it matter that it's just a little bit? I'm going to finish the analogy and the lesson that he taught us at the Mastermind, and then help you to apply it, of course, to yourself as well when we get back from the break. First, I want to pause and remind you of some great companies that have zero dog poop in them. Number one is A La Mode. A La Mode is the best software out there for residential appraiser writers. It is the software I've been using for almost 30 years. My dad's been using it for longer than that, right? So it's been around the Harris household for many, many years. And I can tell you, folks, it is tried and true. It is the best, most efficient, most tools, most cost-effective investment that you can put into your appraisal business. Bar none. No doubt on my mind. Check it out by calling them 800 A La Mode, or pick up your computer, type it in, right? www.alamode.com. Working RE Magazine is where I go to get all of the news that I need to know on what's going on. I don't know where that accent went. All of the news that I need to know what's going on in the appraisal world. You should be as well, folks. These guys keep up on the appraisal world. They're Working RE Magazine. They're Working Real Estate Magazine. Working RE. That's what that stands for, right? They know real estate inside and out. They know appraisers inside and out. And if you want to also know the profession that you've chosen to be a part of, right? No dog poop included. Check them out by going to workingre.com. Again, it's workingre.com. Welcome back. Do you like brownies? Do you like a little dog poop in your brownie? Of course we don't, right? And this individual brought it home and said, you talk about this individual as if they're wonderful, right? They do all of this great work, and they're there on time, and they never question, and the price is right? What you pay them, and this seemed to be the perfect employee, right? Seemed to be the perfect employee. And then you add, however, this individual comes to work pretty much every day with a bad attitude, right? And the analogy, of course, is you can have all of the perfect ingredients and then put a little bit of dog poop in it, and it ruins the whole batch. Not only that, folks, not only that, but a little bit of attitude in an appraisal office or any office, a small business especially, okay? A little bit of an attitude goes a long way to taint the other brownies in the office as well. Okay. So my question for you folks, do you have a dog poop brownie? It's hard to say that with a straight face. Do you have a dog poop brownie in your business? If you do, okay, there are ways to take care of it. Unlike the analogy, once the dog poops there, it's there to stay, right? Unlike the analogy, you might be able to curb, right, some attitude, right? However, the chances of that working are going to be slim. So you need to ask yourself the question, if this person does everything right and yet falls short on attitude, is it time to get rid of those dog poop brownies and make some cinnamon rolls? Folks, I would love to see you at the next Mastermind so that you can talk about dog poop brownies with us. Check us out by going to theappraisercoach.com, again, appraisercoach.com, and check out the membership, specifically the Dream Team Mastermind. Would love to have you there. Check it out. Now, go create some value.
You've been listening to the Appraiser Coach podcast with Dustin Harris. If you like what you hear, please give us a 5-star rating and post a short review on iTunes. For more in-depth insider information on how you can make more money as a real estate appraiser, visit theappraisercoach.com and sign up for the All-Star team today. Thanks for joining us. And now, get out there and create some value.